Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Really excited for today's beer. It's courtesy of one of two people, well, three technically. It's either from Jessica and Brad Allison or it's from my friend Jim. They both recently gave me this beer. I just don't remember which bottle was from whom. So thanks, all of you. So this is Oddside Hipster Brunch Stout. Stout brewed with maple syrup, aged in bourbon barrels with coffee and bacon added. I've had this beer before. I cannot remember if I've ever reviewed it though. I know I reviewed the rye one, but I can't remember if I've ever done the just regular one. It's such cool can or label art, bottle art. So used to drinking cans apparently. A piece of bacon with a very hipstery mustache and glasses. In a bath of a fancy cappuccino looking drink with, or maybe not cappuccino, but a coffee drink with little milk as a leaf or something. And I'm rambling. I'm sure no one cares about this. Let's get into the beer. Despite me releasing these videos pretty much in order, it's actually been like a week since I've done a beer review, so maybe I'm a little rusty. All right. I don't see the ABV actually. I didn't look very hard though. This is 2019 edition. Looks like it's from April 22nd. It's a little smudged, but I think it says April 22nd of 2019. It's currently, wow, it's the first of 2020. Here we go. 11% ABV. All right. And I'm not kicking off. Well, Happy New Year! I'm not kicking off the New Year with cleaner glassware, apparently. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty darn black. There's a little bit of brown in there, but it's especially for 11% stout. I mean, some of these, even like bigger ABV stouts, they're not like that motor oil. This is again has some brown, but this is pretty darn dark. Just over a finger of actually quite mocha, creamy head. It's very small bubbles in the center. It's super frothy, like creamy looking. See about the aroma. It has a lot going on and it works. So because sometimes you get too many things going on and it's just like, yeah, this is a mess or something. Works really well. Awesome level of roast, I'm sure, from the base stout, but also that coffee. Good level of sweetness, kind of rounding out that like roasty thing. I can't say I smell like something salty or bacony in it, but definitely huge chocolate. Gotta mention the chocolate note in this one for sure. Um, and I still haven't quite pinned it down. There's this X factor I consider and get in porters. I'm getting a little bit of that in this. It's definitely, big roasty, chocolatey. Like I said, it has that level of sweetness. If I was doing this blind, I would guess a stout probably. And like I just did make note that it has this, whatever this X factor, it's not quite like an earthy thing. Yeah, I can't quite place it, but yeah, I mean, it smells. Some of that sweetness, I think, is coming from the bourbon, but it's not a huge bourbon kick in the aroma. Excuse me, in the aroma. A little vanilla. The, I think because it has, especially coffee in it, and I don't know how long it was in the barrels for, but I'm not getting a huge booze quality. Let's see what the taste so. Cheers. Not that it's not the X factor from the porter, but a portion of it is a slight cherry note, which is really nice. And then working with that chocolate, not full on cordial cherry, but there's like dark chocolate, this little bit of cherry thing. Um, the roast mixing with the chocolate is very much reminiscent of like a brownie, but not very sweet. So like you got your like cocoa powder with a little bit of sweetness, but not full on a thickness and gooiness of a brownie. But it is reminiscent of that kind of chocolate going towards if it was a little sweeter and fudgier. brownie territory. The coffee itself, nice for sure in there. Kind of like the aroma. I'm not getting punched in the face with the bourbon barrel though. A little bit of vanilla, just like the aroma. And I'm not getting really like a salty pop, which I was thinking maybe the bacon would do. Besides the cherry, and this would be a part of the cherry, dark fruit, berry. So there is like that kind of a fruit thing. And it's so cool in beers, and I'm sure I've said this many times, but like you can have like an IPA in the fruity things you can get in IPA, how different you drink something like this, you're like, oh yeah, this is fruity, and it's like, well, these are not the same thing at all, but I'm still using the same descriptor. So it's more of those like dark fruit berry things. But in IPAs, I've had many that are very berry forward, especially if like Mosaic in them. I do like this a lot for 11%. It goes down easy. I do not get the burn. It's like, this is a good stout. If I live somewhere where you could just grab a 4-pack, I would just grab a 4-pack. I put it that way. I don't think it's some crazy world-class thing, but I think for, like a Dragon's Milk or something that like pretty, if the availability is good, it's reliable, it's consistent, it has a little bit of that coffee addition, but it's not full-on coffee stout, which I kind of like and prefer. But yeah, just a really good beer. So thank you, Brad, Jessica, and or Jim, whoever gave me this bottle. I am really enjoying it. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate that. Check out Instagram and Untappd. No hype beer reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.